winning. In my opinion, Joe Biden is one of the worst things to happen to the Black community.
I'm gonna let you take that one first.
Okay,
Oh,
okay.
okay.
I'll,
We just
I'll
going.
come back.
All
Oh,
right.
they already know how I feel
All
about it.
right.
They already know how I feel about it. Terrence Bailey,
Oh, okay. Okay. Okay.
we working on a Frederick Douglass movie. I'd love for Tyler to do the movie. Can you help me with that? I'd love to present it to my elders. He's from the Frederick Douglass family. He's a descendant of Frederick Douglass,
Gotcha.
Gregory X,
Mm-hmm.
Fred. The Matrix is non-linear. If something is non-linear, it can't be taught in a book. You freed your mind and met your free self. Be one. He gives me popcorn at the fights and stuff. I mean, that's Gregory X. He always comes with the popcorn. Calvin Candy, aka Joe Biden,
Oh my
is a kind master. We won. We is free.
God. We is free.
Oh man. So
Oh my God.
so what was some of like the struggles? Because you said since your first scene with Tyler Perry, it's been great. What was some of the struggles prior to that?
Mm-hmm. Sorry, you cut out. You said what were some of
Oh
the
yeah, oh, I'm
struggles?
sorry. I might. What was some of the setbacks or tough moments prior to that scene with Tyler Perry? If
Yeah, I guess there were many. I mean,
uh,
I've been in LA for a very long time.
mhm,
And as an actor, it's like you're putting yourself out there every day, every week, and you're getting rejected every day, every week until something hits, until something
yeah,
hits, until something hits. So you're living in this constant rotation of rejection, and your skin is only as thick as it is until you start to doubt yourself. You start to not really believe in yourself. You start to be like, can I really do this? Is this really for me?
mhm,
Should I be doing this? Is this my passion? Is this my purpose? I'm broke, I'm hungry, I want to live like this, I got 5 roommates. It's like you have this whole thing that you on this hustle trying to do,
um,
this grind to fulfill this dream for yourself. What really changed, so in all those struggles, I had to learn to trust in me. I had to learn to believe in me. I had to learn that I was worthy. I had to learn that I was enough. Because
mm,
I think because of being
mhm,
in this realm of so much rejection over and over and over again, it would just tear me down
right.
mentally. It would tear me down physically. It would tear me down spiritually. And I had to constantly, encourage myself. But I think the amount of rejection as a whole, there's plenty of things that I was so close to getting and didn't get, and all. I mean, there's so many different little stories I could tell. But I think overall, my biggest takeaway is that in anything that we're doing in life, that amount of rejection is going to get to you. So you have to continuously encourage yourself and keep yourself motivated on a very daily basis. I
Mhm,
started that around the time I booked. Well, when I booked Boo 2, that then when you book something, it gives you a little bit of hope of like, oh, okay,
yeah,
all right,
that
I'm in
joke.
theaters around the
Right.
world. I guess I can. Okay, maybe I'm on the right track. It gives you, yeah, it gives you a little jolt. It gives you a little bit of assurance of like, maybe I can do this and I should be doing this. But from that, I realized it wasn't that. Instead of me seeking the validation of the world, I had to validate myself. And by doing that, I would meditate every morning. I would encourage myself every morning. I would do affirmations every morning. But that started around that time. So that's why my career has now taken taken a shot upwards for going instead of going downwards, just because of my mindset. I believe if you change your thoughts, you change your life. And I've been able to do that every day. So that's the biggest struggle was just my mind.
Mm,
Yeah.
that's and was it books? Was it the Bible? What was it?
Great question. So initially, yeah, great question. Initially, there was a book called The Wisdom of Florence Scovel Shinn, and there's 4 books in it. And the first one is The Game of Life,
Mhm.
like the game of life and how to play it. It definitely has Christian values in it because it has the scriptures and stuff like that in it. But it broke it down. Excuse me. It broke it down in such a way that I had to have gave me a broader understanding
Sure.
of the power of your mind, your subconscious mind, your superconscious mind, and all of these different things. So, in reading that book, it made me more aware and cognizant of my thoughts. Thoughts
Right.
become things. If you sit down and really think about your life and what you're living in, you thought that and you're living it. Whatever you're thinking, that's what you're living. So
Right.
now I'm truly cognizant of my vernacular and everything that comes out of my mouth, because
Right.
those things
Right.
matter. I don't look at anything ever as it being half empty. For me, it's always going to be half full, right? Like that's how I am on a everyday basis. But I had to practice that. I had to learn that. When I first started doing that, I had to stop talking to everybody, because everybody around you, when you start being aware of something, it's like being in AA. It's like, okay, I can't really go hang out with my normal friends. All they want to do is drink on the weekend, and I ain't drinking no more. Okay, I gotta go by myself and get stronger, and then I can hang out with my friends if they still want to drink. You know what I mean? So it was like that. I had to detach myself from everyone, parents included, because once you have this heightened sense of a higher vibration and a higher reality of you only are trying to think in a certain way, you hear all the negativity in such a way that's like it's blasting in my ears, and I'm like, whoa, no, 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 I can't do that. So I had to allow myself to detach from everyone so that I could build myself up and get stronger, and then get back around people, and then be like, okay, now I can counter that. Now I cannot take on that energy. Now I know what to do. But it took that type of work to work on me to get me to a better place to be able to do that.
I literally just had this conversation 3 hours with a young lady who worked for Hershey, and she bet on herself, and now she has a juice company that's literally flourishing. You know, I go every Monday, go get my juice, because she's in the
Right.
Crenshaw area, and and you said sometimes you just got to cut your parents off. You know, you got to tell mom, I'll be back.
Mhm.
You know, but you have a
I
question, man.
did. Took about a month and a half. I did.